begins now. The Dean Trailways fifth quarter.
And play together.
Well, on this first Friday in February, we had a number of key rematches taking place tonight in high school basketball. Thanks, as always, for tuning in to the Dean Trailways fifth quarter. I'm Ian Kress.
And I'm Haley Shongart. One of those rematches was in our big game as Lansing Sexton took its perfect 8-0 conference record on the road to take on Olivet. The last time these two met was in December. Sexton got the 12-point win, and all I have to say about tonight is get your popcorn ready. Of course, both teams wasted no time busting out the big-time plays. Keyshawn Somerville with a stop-and-pop triple, Peep the Selly too, and on the other end, Bo Lincoln did Bo Lincoln things. How about a little turnaround jumper action to help the Eagles take a 1-point lead into the break? A quick shout-out to Taven Feldposh for being crowned homecoming king tonight. Back to the action. This game was like a track meet. So with less than 2 minutes to go, Somerville with the swipe and Devon Hodges-Smith does the rest. The J-Dubs take a 3-point lead. But what the king wants, the king gets. Feldposh makes this a 1-point game. Less than a minute to go now, and the big fella would not be denied. Jabrellon Chandler extends the Sexton lead. Olivet would go for the game-time 3, but they wouldn't get the shot off in time. Lansing Sexton wins 64-61 the final. And to say these guys were hyped after this one would be putting it pretty lightly.
We were able to get out because, we wanted it more, We were trying to make history, we trying to get conference champs. We haven't done it in 12 years, so we just going to keep rolling, So we came more with more grit, and we came out on top,
The crowd, the atmosphere, the students, they did a great job cheering their team on, Olivet team tonight. But like I told the boys, you could beat somebody by 20, and then next time you play them, it's going to be different. Every game ain't going to be the same. So every game ain't going to be the same. But the one thing I told my boys today was come in here with the right mindset, the right attitude, and go and win and get the win and play together. Play together.
They are certainly a fun group
Oh
indeed.
my gosh, yes.
Well, elsewhere in the CAAC White, it has been a tough stretch for the Ionia Bulldogs. They've dropped 7 of their last 8 games, but their last 2 have come right down to the wire.
That's right. Ionia lost by just 1 to Eaton Rapids and by just 5 to Wyoming Lee. Let's bring in the third member of our team, Tyler Driesinga, to see if they could get back in the win column. Hey, Tyler.
Hey guys, Ionia welcomed in Portland tonight. The Raiders are about to become road warriors the next couple of weeks. This was the first of 4 straight away games for them. And it was also Purple Night at Ionia. Players and coaches sporting warm-up shirts with the names of loved ones impacted by cancer. To the action, first possession after the opening tip. Portland nearly forces a turnover. The mad scramble leads to a corner 3 that's off the mark. But Max Doty is there for the putback to start the scoring. A similar story on the other end. Dominic Navarra drives, passes it inside. They kick it back out for a corner 3. No dice, but Christopher Batley battles for the offensive board and puts it up and in. Later, Ionia's Spencer Tooker drives a nice jump stop, pump fake. He pours in 2 of his team-leading 13 on the night. Ionia wins big on Purple Night, 58-38, the final. In the CMAC, some proud grandparents taking in Pewamo Westphalia's clash with Potterville. Second quarter, a pair of bounce passes leads to a finish inside for Trent Piggott. Pirates up by 20 at that point. Then in a blur, Grady Eklund jumps the passing lane, takes off the other way. Some call this a Euro step. Our Ian Kress calls it a hop, skip, and a do. I think I'll just call it 2 points. Potterville looking to get something going late in the half. Reed Jackson lines up a 3 and knocks it down, but the Pirates were just way too much in this one. They'll swing it around to Dominic Weber. He fires and fills it from the corner. Pewamo Westphalia rolls to its 4th straight win, 68-33, the final.
All right, well, let's hop, skip, and a do to the CAAC Blue now, because everyone is chasing unbeaten East Lansing. But Okemos, is still in the hunt.
That's right. The Wolves' only league loss is to East Lansing, and they'll have a chance to get revenge with the Trojans in the regular season finale. In the meantime, they needed to take care of business through the rest of league play.
That's right. Okemos was on the road tonight taking on Lansing Everett, who was looking for its third conference win of the season, and the Wolves were feasting out of the gate. Brennan Walton comes up with a rebound, then muscles up for 2 points as Okemos started this game on a 13-0 run. Then Everett freshman Marion May tried to weather the storm as best as he could. Off-balance Jay hits nothing but net as he had 11 first-half points. However, it wasn't enough to slow down Okemos. Walton throws a dime to Christian Chu for a fancy 2, and it's Brennan Pruitt letting it fly from downtown. Okemos goes on to win big, 73-49, and leading the way was the Collin fellas. Colin Walton had 20 points and 11 rebounds. Colin Alexander also had 20 points. Waverly was on the road tonight taking on Holt, and the last time these two met was in January, and it was the Warriors winning in an overtime thriller. This one was just as close. Keenan Harris going to give it up for Jace Harris, and he hits the triple try to give the Warriors the lead in the second quarter. But a few ticks on the clock later, Carter Bishop is cash money on the catch and shoot 3, giving the Rams the lead. And how about Danye Thomas pushing the pace? Tyler, listen to this. Little hop, skip, and a do for you. Increases the Holt lead to 6. Waverly would settle down, though. DeShonta Malone goes dancing on the defense, kisses it high off the glass to trim the lead, and this might be the sequence of the night. Deontay Pfeiffer channels his inner Game 7 LeBron with the chase down block, and on the other end, he gets the simple 2 for the second time this season. Waverly and Holt went to overtime, and for the second time, the Warriors came away victorious as Waverly wins 86-74. And the final all-CAAC Blue Boys matchup of the night was taking place at DeWitt as the Panthers welcomed in rival Grand Ledge. And when you have someone like Luke Hanselman posting up down low, it's easy to get some quick points. The senior extends the DeWitt lead, and even after misses, Hanselman in the right place at the right time. That tip drill keeps the Panther lead growing. So with Grand Ledge needing an answer, get used to hearing this name. Freshman Kingston Nixon cuts the DeWitt lead to single digits. However, DeWitt was just clicking on all cylinders tonight. Adam Flannery gets to the hoop with ease for 2 of his team-high 22 points. DeWitt goes on to win 52-35, improving to 11-0 this season.
Take a breath there.
Yeah, that was a lot of reading right there. I need some water. Well, we do need to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to shift to the girls' side because we had a big rivalry on deck.
Yeah, Fowler has not been kind to Portland St. Patrick in the postseason, ending their season the past 4 years. But the Shamrocks have been able to sneak away with a few regular season wins in the past. Plus, the regular season is coming to a close, and Hazlitt has been on a roll, winning 8 straight, and they looked to make it 9. Those highlights up next.
Welcome back. Fowler and Portland St. Patrick have had some classic meetings in recent years in girls hoops. The programs have squared off in the district championship game each of the past 4 seasons. The Eagles have won all 4 of those meetings. Tonight the rivals battled for sole possession of first place in the CMAC. Both teams came into play with 9-1 league records. The Shamrocks' lone league loss came to Fowler back in December. The Shamrock faithful fired up and hoping for better luck. St. Pat's really took control in the third quarter. Addison Schur buries a 3 to push the lead to 9 on the other end. Fowler's Paige Thalen gets a tough finish to go inside, but these are the only 2 points the Eagles scored in the third quarter. Later, Riley Schur drives to the rim, gets the hoop and the harm. Shamrocks up by 10. Then on the defensive end, it's Schur who pokes it away from behind, and Elena Meredith races it into the front court. She stops, pops, and buries the long 2. She finished with 12 points. Portland St. Patrick takes sole possession of first place. The Shamrocks win 45-30 on a night they allowed just 10 points in the second half.
Defensively, I thought we stayed in front of them a little better, and we didn't let them get run-outs. We got back. I thought the last 3-4 buckets of the second quarter, we were back, and we didn't get back far enough and cover the basket, and they got some easy buckets, but whatever they got the second half, I thought they earned.
On defense, we really wanted to keep it a half-court game because we knew if we just played solid and just sat down on D and got stops, it would work out for us, and it did.
It most definitely did. Well, staying in the CMAC, Bath welcomed Perry to town, and it isn't a Bees game without one of these. Guess who? Aubrey Scheibele connects on the Rainbow Triple. Perry wasn't going down without a fight, though. Abigail Cochran pulls off the Tom Izzo Classic, a turnover into a touchdown, of course, but Bath would say 2 can play that game. Aubrey Torek gets the loose ball and finds Anna Popema down low. Bath wins 44-26 the final.
Well, there aren't many teams in our area on a roll like the Hazlitt girls. They're 10-3 this year and have won 8 games in a row. And the Vikings will be enjoying the comforts of their home gym for pretty much the rest of the season. They have 8 games left in the regular season, and 7 of them are at home. Ooh, including tonight's clash with CAAC Red Foe Fowlerville. Second quarter, the Vikings were passing it around, and it leads to Jadelyn Trotter getting the little floater to fall. Fowlerville would then follow it up by working down the offensive side of the glass. Caitlin Sider cuts into the Hazlitt lead, but the Vikings were loving themselves the home cooking tonight. Sophomore Callista Blue does it herself, gets the basket and the foul. Then after a Gladiator inbounds pass, Abby Brooks just gets the steal and the score all in one motion. Hazlitt goes on to win big 65-19 and will now play the reigning Division I state champs Rockford tomorrow at home. Like you saw earlier, it was homecoming at Olivet, and talk about dedication. Emily Letts got her hair done for her spot on homecoming court and then played a basketball game in it. She gets the mid-range J to fall, and give your hair girl a raise because it looked flawless tonight. Then Megan Priestman gets some open space, and she lays it in with ease. The Eagles win big on homecoming tonight.
So another week of high school basketball is in the books. When we come back, we'll jump to the collegiate level, starting with MSU hockey, as the Spartans travel to Notre Dame, looking to bounce back from a loss to Minnesota last time out. Plus, we'll get you set for the weekend ahead as Tom Izzo chases win number 701 against Maryland.
Welcome back. After splitting the series last week with Minnesota, Michigan State's hockey team is on the road this weekend and has another tall task in front of them when they take on Notre Dame.
The Fighting Irish might be 4th in the conference standings, but don't let that fool you. Their defense is stingy, allowing just over 2.5 goals per game. Things were scoreless in the second period. Carson Dorwart wins the draw, and Isaac Howard is in the slot to snipe things home. The Spartans take the 1-0 lead for only 26 seconds, though. Some chaos in front of the net leads to Ryan Seedham finding the twine, and it would just go downhill from there. Third period, Drew Bavaro winds up the one-timer. Notre Dame takes game 1, 4-1, the final.
Last night, we told you MSU men's basketball coach Tom Izzo revealed star guard Tyson Walker is dealing with a groin injury, but it won't keep him out of any games. Izzo also gave an update on sophomore Jackson Kohler. The second-year forward has played in MSU's last 7 games after missing the first 14, recovering from an October foot surgery. Last Friday against Wisconsin, Kohler played a season-high 14 minutes and is slowly starting to find his touch again on the court.
Some of those inside moves when he was so good last year, this year he's thinking it a little bit. Not just going to take a little time, but he is getting better. Booker's getting better. You know, we're making a little progress.
There are definitely a lot of emotions that go into it, but the one above all is I'm happy to be out there with my teammates and, you know, doing what I love to do, play basketball, and getting yelled at by Coach Izzo.
And he'll have a chance to get yelled at again by Coach Izzo tomorrow when they take on Maryland at 5:30.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's nice to see him back out there for sure.
Yeah, I think he's played really well. That was definitely a spot they needed a bigger person in, and he's filling that void.
Yeah, thanks for watching this.